bestgeekblogever.com.
Hey geeks, Easy from bestgeekblogever.com here at the Paley Center for the West Coast premiere of The Dark Knight Returns Part 1. It's currently available on digital download and DVD Blu-ray combo pack, directed by J. Oliva and starring Peter Weller as the Batman. We got interviews with the cast and the crew. Check it out. You've told a lot of Batman stories. There's still a lot of Batman stories left to tell. Why The Dark Knight Returns and why now?
Because it's just like one of the most iconic, most important Batman stories in history. Just in the cultural impact of it alone, it's pretty much the thing that kind of put Batman on the map again, which led to the movie, which led to the animated series, et cetera, et cetera. So there's that. It's just a great book. I mean, if you go back and read it, it's like it still holds up after all these years. It's like it's still a really riveting, interesting take on Batman. So, was
there any worry of adapting it? Things that maybe made you nervous to adapt such an epic piece of literature?
There's always that worry when you're adapting something that's that well known and well loved by the fans. We knew we definitely, needed to hit certain things and get them right. At the same time, it's just kind of like we do what we do. And people are going to love it or not. So, we have, on one hand, we just have to kind of trust our own instincts. But on the other hand, it's like, we definitely wanted to, honor the story as much as possible. We stuck as close to the storyline as close as we could. We tried to, mimic Frank's art style, knowing in advance that there's, comic books versus animation is a, big gulf. We just tried to do as faithful an adaptation as possible.
How does this one rank on the level of all the Batman films you've done? Your favorites?
Well, it's funny. Whenever I finish one, it's usually my favorite. But this one's really damn good. I mean, I think there's some great stuff in it. I think J. Oliva did an awesome job directing it. He brought a lot of new directorial touches that I wouldn't have thought of on my own to it. And the cast is amazing, and I think Chris Drake did a really awesome, unusual score. So I just really like it. I think it's really.
You're no stranger to writing for superheroes, but unlike TV shows like Batman Beyond or the Justice League, where you're basically creating these characters, The Dark Knight Returns is pretty much laid out for you. How do you find the uniqueness, and what are some of the biggest challenges for you as a screenwriter?
Right. Well, for me, one of the things I've always loved about Batman is the many, many equally valid interpretations. I got to write the episode years ago of the animated series Legends of the Dark Knight, where we got to talk about that. Here are all these different points of view of Batman and these different versions, the Dick Sprang, Bill Finger version, this Frank Miller version, our current version. I've always been able to find my own fun in it, find my own voice. Obviously, my task here was first and foremost to be true to the source material. It's not like Frank left anything undone that I had to fill in. It was more a matter of adaptation and interpretation. At the same time, I won't mince words with saying that Frank's and my politics aren't exactly the same. And to his credit, I get the sense from the source material that he believes in bashing all sides and distrusting power and authority in whatever form it takes. So there was plenty of opportunity for me to remain true to his ideas while also, let's say, balancing it as well.
And did you talk to Frank at all beforehand, or did you meet with him to talk about, what your plan was for it? Did you get the green light from him?
I know that we've gotten his blessing. The only time I actually ever spoke with Frank was years ago back on that original Legends of the Dark Knight thing, which was just to hear from him that he really liked what we did. We haven't spoken, and we may yet in the future about this one. I do hear that that he gave this his thumbs up too, that he's happy with what we did, and obviously that makes me very happy.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.